Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. We create awareness about our place in Africa. Savannah News TV. We are distinct, we are focused, we deliver top-notch news in Savannah News TV. Equitable reporting without fear or favor. Savannah News TV. Sincere positive truth to us and our environment is our aim. Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. Our CEO Prince Radekonle Oluchimi Chapa. Savannah News TV. Gbemi Deke about living witness. Keep watching Savannah. Savannah News TV. Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV.
Yes, good morning from here. It's exactly 7:30 a.m. on a Tuesday morning, January 18, 2022. It's unfortunate that we have been locked down since yesterday in the city of Toronto due to the heavy downpour of snow. There is no walk, no movement, all road closed. But thanks to the government of Canada, the roads have been cleared this morning, and any time from now, people have started going to their various working station. Even me, after doing my work here in the Savannah News studio, I will move out for my normal work. I'll go to my office from here. Right now, I'm still in the studio of Savannah News Television to bring in the latest news to my viewers across the globe. Once again, good morning. I remain your regular host, Prince Olujimi Adekanle Lejoka. And this morning, as usual, we are bringing to your doorstep news that is making headlines in Nigeria. And first on the list here, we're going to pick from the Punch of today, Tuesday, January 18. And in the front page, we have APC governors proposed February 26. Musa Al-Makura lead in party chair's race. February still realistic. Caretaker panel will announce exact date, says forum. Party looking towards defunct CPC members to occupy chairmanship seat. The game is about to begin. Still on the front page of the Punch, prison attacks must not leave to tell the story. That is coming from the Minister of Interior, Aregbesola. PDP governors lampoon Buhari on economy. Others ask National Assembly to override President on Electoral Act bill. Can they do that? Is it possible? Can they override the president without the cooperation of the Senate President and Speaker? Is it possible? And the Senate President and the Speaker, they are on the side of the President. When anything the President is doing, they cannot go against him. So overriding the President is just like a camel entering the eye of a needle. Still on the front page, Odili's house invade had wrong address on search warrant by magistrate. Can you imagine? You remember Justice Odili's house was invaded, and they said they have a search warrant, and now they are saying it has a wrong address. Nigerian with stories, with drama. Still on the front page of the Punch newspaper. Hoodlums in army uniform kidnap 7 wedding guests in Ogun demand 60 million ransom. The kidnapping is still going on everywhere in Nigeria, and it was saddening that people coming from wedding, they were laid on the road between Lagos Ibadan Expressway and between Ibadan and Lagos Expressway, and they have been kidnapped. Now they are demanding for 60 million naira, and we have a clip here that says it all, where one of the friends to the victims being called on phone, when the victims called their friends on phone and to tell them how they should help them out of the situation.
Hello,
don't see, I'm playing the clip.
Kí ló ń sọ báyìí sìn? Kí ló ń sọ?
Wọ́n ní èèyàn kọ̀ọ̀kan fa 5 million.
Wọ́n ti reduce 5 million.
20 million ni o, but wọ́n ti reduce 5 million.
That is the victim calling one of their relations to source for money. Inside.
Okay. Gbogbo ẹ̀ náà là ń ṣe látẹ̀kan, a ti ń support, a ti ń dáwó sọ́dọ̀ Shizzy. No, Shizzy, not phone. Fóònù Shizzy ti kú, ó ti lọ ra charger. Táìmù lọ fún yín dancing. Tí wọ́n bá rówó 3,000 kọ́. Àwọn ò ní pa yín lágbára Ọlọ́run, wọ́n ti ń pa àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n ní pa yín, oh fuck. Hello, don Bude. Kí ló ń sọ báyìí sìn? Kí ló ń sọ?
Wọ́n ní èèyàn kọ̀ọ̀kan fa 5 million.
Wọ́n ti reduce 5 million.
20 million ni o, but wọ́n ti reduce 5 million. Èèyàn kọ̀ọ̀kan ṣe mo ti ní kọ́ lọ ta mọ́tò mi. Àwọn tó fẹ́ ta mọ́tò wọn tí ìdè Ọlọ́run tó fẹ́ wá wo mọ́tò wọn ń bọ̀.
I think you have seen the clip where the victims are calling their friends and relatives to raise money for their release. And I think in a normal society, they should be able to trace that call, where it's coming from. Normally, should be able to trace where that call is coming from. If our security operatives are really on alert, are really up to date, technical wise, by any phone call coming from any direction, they should be able to trace that phone call to the hideout. And these people are being kidnapped in Lagos Ibadan Expressway, and they were calling in less than an hour or two. So they have not even moved. So they have not moved too much inside the forest that they could not be detected. So that we are still saying that our security men they still have to live up to these challenges, because if it, either you like it or not, kidnapping has come to stay in Nigeria. They have come to the kidnapping it's now another source of livelihood to Nigeria, to wicked Nigerians, because there's no any house you can break into to get 60 million. There's not even bank you can break into to get 60 million. Now they just kidnap people and start demanding for millions upon millions, and our government is not doing anything. I think our government should stand up firmly to fight this scourge. I learned at Toji Bello, who is a bandit kingpin in Zamfara. They know him. He has fled now. He has fled to Kwara State, according to security report. He has left Shinkafi local government, where he was lord, where he was collecting taxes from people, where he was killing people at random in Zamfara State. I learned he has run to a forest in Kwara State. So the Kwara command too should be very be on alert. The guy may go there again and start creating havoc. That is Toji Bello. We all know him. So the zeal that Nigeria is using, that Nigeria used to go and arrest Igboho in Benin, the zeal they used to go and arrest Kanu in faraway Kenya, they should use that zeal too to pursue this Toji Bello if they are really sincere in fighting crime in Nigeria. It's sad. And from that story on the Punch, now still on the Punch newspaper, we have this APC faces integrity test. 5 chairmanship aspirant on EFCC radar. I know that the government will definitely use the EFCC to track some people out of place in demanding, in contesting the chairmanship. As I said earlier, I said the presidency has powers that they can use to stop any individual. If they don't want you to be in a certain place, they can use the EFCC to track you down. The moment EFCC say that you are not cleared, that you have criminal charges or you are corrupt, then you are finished. That's why we should continue to pray. And I'm still saying that there will be drama. A lot of drama will happen in APC at the end of the day, because Buhari is silent, and people are wondering why is he silent, and he's not talking about anybody. And now Tinubu and Osibajo, they are on the dragnet to get the ticket. I still repeat, anybody that the presidency wants, they will have it. They have the power. They have a lot of means to stop any individual from any aspiration. But may God help us. Still on the Punch newspaper, still on that story, how hoodlums in army uniform kidnapped 7 wedding and 7 wedding and 60 million ransom demanded. It's still on that the metro of today's Punch. It's still in the metro of today's Punch. That's the clip we just played for you. Benue school teacher brutalized 10 years old over pot of soup. Serious. You can see that story at the Punch Metro on page 4. Edo church member whose Mali returnee contact police. A pretty trader and a mother of a 16-year-old traffic teenager, Miss Peace Azioba, has cried out over a fresh attempt by a church member to traffic her daughter Favor to Kenya. He just returned from another country. They are now trying to lure her again for another sex slavery in Kenya. I don't know they even have that in Kenya again. Terrorists repelled in Katsina community. You can get that again in the Punch newspaper. Terrorists repelled. That is the Katsina State Police Command has said its operative repelled a terrorist attack on Badol village in the Kofi local government area of the state in Katsina. Ekiti court sentences dismiss soldier orders to death for armed. Yes, that is a good one. Ekiti State High Court sitting in Ado Ekiti has sentenced a 36-year-old former soldier Olasoji Damilola and a 32-year-old man Benson Koiki to death by hanging for armed robbery. That is a good one from that judge. A very good one that will serve a deterrent to others that want to engage in armed robbery. If we have sentences like this, I think it will reduce the level of criminality in Nigeria. Sentence them to death. Let them go. They don't have to stay with the society. Kidnappers caught, sentenced to death. Armed robber caught, sentenced to death. That is my own opinion. That's my opinion. Gombe demands calm as trigger happy cops shoots truck driver. Colleagues protest. Imagine. Super happy cop indeed. Lawmaker fumes over kidnap of another Plateau monarch. Another Plateau monarch has been kidnapped again in Plateau. The paramount ruler of Vuang district in the Jos South local government area of Plateau State, Dazang Balak, has been kidnapped by gunmen. Oh my God. Can you imagine? They kidnapped one monarch, I think about 2 weeks ago. Now another monarch again being kidnapped in Plateau State. And that's a state where we have security. What are our security doing? What are they doing? That is the question in the lips of everybody now. From that, okay, in the national news and the world news now, US, UK declined Kanu request as observers at trial. They deny to they don't do part of it. They have their reason for that because they know there won't be any fair hearing on that. That is just it. Now from the Punch, we now move straight to this day newspaper. This is coming from Zamfara. Matawale, the governor. Banditry not ending in Zamfara anytime soon. That is coming from a governor, from a chief security officer. He has seen a lot for him to have made that statement. He said banditry is not ending soon. Can you imagine? In a state. So tell me, if a governor is saying that, then the people in that state are doomed. This day reorganizes editorial board, appoint Adio, Jega, contributing editors. You can get that on this day. PDP governors want National Assembly to quickly rework electoral bill and return for assent. I hope they can do that. As I said earlier, without the cooperation of the Senate President and the Speaker, it's all in futility. It's all in futility. It's a good one. Oil price soars to 7th-year high. Surge near $87 per barrel. The money is coming to Nigeria now. We are making hell of money from oil. But where is the development? That is the question. Where are this money? This money are going to personal pockets. Personal individuals. Some people now are smiling that the oil price has increased because their own personal pocket was swollen. Why some other countries, with this increment, there will be serious development because serious money will come into the federation account. But here we are in Nigeria, those leaders are opening their mouth wide to swallow this money. And this is the money that is meant for the masses. This money that is meant for Nigerians. But at the end of the day, there is nothing to show for it. We only see it on paper. Oil price soars to 7 years high. So it's the highest in 7 years. So it's even higher than when PDP was in government. It's now $87 per barrel. That is high. Very high. I pray we see the result in governance. Still on this day, NICOMSAT set to launch another satellite. NICOMSAT. You know the NICOMSAT set to launch another satellite. The question is, the first one launched, what did we gain from it? Where is the scorecard? Because to launch a satellite is billions of naira. Where is the scorecard for the one they launched before? What benefit was it to us as Nigerians of satellite launch? And these are what we are asking. It's a good one. Buhari celebrate Anyoku Ohiewere on their birthdays. Oh, Anyoku, that's strong. That man is still very strong. That is a good one. We too from Savannah News Television, we are celebrating Anyoku on his birthday. This is coming from RCRC. Pay parking at MMIA, not at owner's risk. Of course, you can't say I should pay to park and you are still saying the vehicle will be at my risk. Then what are you collecting money for? You are collecting money for the space and also for the security of my vehicle. Then if you are collecting money, you should be able to provide security in the venue where you are collecting, in the venue of the car park. So you cannot say that paid parking in MMIA not at owner's risk. That is not a good one at all. It's not a good one at all. It's not a mall park. It's a park. Some of them are traveling. They want to park their vehicle and take a flight, and they pay. So you don't expect them to just leave their vehicle at the mercy of hoodlums. You know. Seems see on this day. This one is from Ayu. PDP will produce the next president. I pray so. Put your house in order and then bring out a formidable candidate that can be sellable to Nigerians, not the usual tips you people are parading. If you bring a kind that is not sellable, I can assure you APC will have an easy ride. And you know that these people are the master. They are the master of the game. Court commences trial of alleged invaders of Justice Peter Odili's house. Fine. We are following the case. We want to know. They say it's a wrong address. We want to know who came there. Why did they come there? They said the search warrant was a wrong address. We want to know. We are following the case from here anyway. This is the comment section of this day. The time has come to choose wisely. And here we see the picture of Bat. That is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Fit and Bola Ahmed is fit, proper to be president of Nigeria. That is coming from Kashim Shettima that wrote that story. So go to this day, you will see there that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is fit. Yes, actually Bola Ahmed Tinubu he has paid his dues, but what I am saying from here is that before I go to fool anybody, I want to see your health history. I don't want to have a president that will be flying again to abroad to go and spend our money on medicals. I don't want a president that will be using the money that is supposed to be made for development to be taking care of his own personal health. No. So before that, I want to see the health history of Bola Ahmed Tinubu before I can make any statement on who will be the president of Nigeria or who we will follow as Savannah News Now. Let Bola Ahmed Tinubu present his health history. We want to see. We want to know how strong he is. We don't want to have a president that will be tomorrow we start flying out, flying in like Buhari is flying in, flying out, spending millions of naira on each trip on outside. No, we even want a president that want to develop our medical facilities in Nigeria, where everybody will be treated in Nigeria. And you know, with the first thing is not the issue of bringing the equipment for medical facilities. No, the issue is regular supply of power. Regular supply of power is the main paramount issue in any country, in any developing country, in any developed country. Power is the number one. You don't have power, you are doomed. And that's why Nigeria is still in doomed situation, because we don't have electricity. For example, let me tell you what happened here, and it's even still happening right now. There's still snow everywhere. What happened yesterday? There was a surge of snow all over Canada, and everybody was indoor. We are all indoor, and I'm sure some of you have followed my page on Facebook. You will see the video I posted. There is huge snow. I mean, huge snow. But we were all in our various homes comfortably. There is if the moment you enter your house, you are comfortable. Reason why? Because there is a constant power supply that is powering the heaters in all the buildings you are seeing in Canada. Inside my house now is perfect. Fine weather. Everything is okay. I regulate my heater to our own taste. Simply because we have constant power supply. But assuming there's no power supply in Canada yesterday, I can assure you half of Canadians would have been dead by now. Because you can't survive in a house for 1 hour without heater. With that situation that is going on yesterday and today, you can't survive 1 hour in a house. And a serious government has to put in place a power supply. I won't even mind the president that will say, okay, I'm coming for 4 years. I want to face just only power supply alone. I will vote for you. I'm not facing anything. Let us suffer for 4 years. I want to face power supply. I want to make sure power supply is 24 hours in every nooks and country and corners in Nigeria. There's no village you get to in Canada. No village you get to in America. Both in North and South America, there's no villages you get to. You will not get 24 hours constant power supply. You want to go into technology, you need power supply. You want to go into education, you need power supply. You want to go into medical facilities, you need power supply. Because all those machines you bring from abroad for as medical whatever in Nigeria, if there's no power supply, it cannot work. If there's no regular power supply, it cannot work. You want to have the best food, you need power supply. You want to have agriculture, irrigation, you need power supply. Everything you need. If you want transportation, a good transportation, you need power supply. Here we move on train, we move on underground train, we move on the surface train, we move on buses that are using electricity, powered. So power supply is just the bane of every aspect of life, both in agriculture, both in education, both in health, both in security. No police will pursue you here. No police will run after your car here if you erred. No police will start pursuing a criminal here. No. Just merely tapping on your plate number, it shows where you are, it shows your house, it shows where you are working, it shows your history. So there's no hiding place. And it's all because there is a constant power supply. The policeman can track you, who you are in that car in his front, or in the environment, or in the environment he is, through your plate number. He doesn't need to chase you anywhere. Or you commit a crime and you run inside the car and you drove off. He doesn't need to pursue you. In as long as his own camera has captured your plate number, that's all he needs. They will get you down. It's just a matter of few hours. They will definitely get you down. That is the advantage, and that is the power of a constant power supply. So a country that has no power supply is not ready for development. Forget about all those things they are talking about of creating road, medical facility, security, fighting this. You cannot fight anything without power supply. We should not deceive ourselves. There cannot be any development. Quote me anywhere in the world. There cannot be any development without power supply. That is the truth. I have been to many countries in the world, and I study what is their greatness. The first number one thing about that greatness is power supply. Power supply. And that is a function of sincerity. Nigeria, if you see Nigerian template on rural electrification, is the best in the whole world. The template. If you see the template, the template shows that every villages ought to be connected to the national grid. We have a very good template in Nigeria, but execution is the problem. Through corruption, they will not execute it. A lot of people will go and collect, they'll get contract from Ministry of Power for rural electrification. They will collect the money for the contract. They will go to Lagos and collect the materials, and they will divert the materials to their own personal use. They will take it to go and sell it to traders. They will collect the mobilization fee. They will stay in their homes. They will not go to site. I can tell you because I know about it. A lot of contractors collect money for rural education. They never know the place. They never know the villages they collected the contract from. They collect the money. They will still go to Lagos, somewhere in Oshodi, where they store all those things there. Because I was involved, I know where they store transformers, they store cables. They will go there and collect transformers and cables and whatever, instead of the vehicles going to the villages either in Katsina or the villages in Ogun or the villages in Ondo or the villages in Edo. They will just divert that trailer and take it to Alaba to go and sell it to traders. You can see our problem. So our problem is not the issue. I want to create this, want to create that. The president we are looking for now is a president that will say, okay, I want to declare a state of emergency in the power sector. Holistically. The best you can do is appoint ministers in all the 6 geopolitical zones. Have 6 ministers of power. Have 6 ministers for powers to oversee all those political zones. And give them a marching order. Give them a marching order. Give them the tools to work. Deliver, every zone must deliver 24 hours light. Give them 2 years at least. Okay, go and work for 2 years. We have declared a state of emergency on this power sector. You will see, if that is in place, you will see that insecurity will be curbed. You will see that we will have good education. You will see that we have good medical facility at a cheaper rate. That is why you see big hospitals like St. Nicholas and all those big hospitals are very expensive, because they are powering generator 24 hours. They are using diesel 24 hours to power their gadgets. That is why it's not a rich to the common man in Nigeria. All those big hospitals in Nigeria, the common man cannot go there. Who can pay 1 million? Who can pay 500,000 for you to be admitted? No, it's only the rich people that are stealing our money that can afford all those hospitals, that can afford to fly into countries like Canada and America for medical checkup. The checkup that Buhari flies to London to do is the one I'm doing here every 3 months for free. That medical checkup your president is flying to UK. That medical checkup that your governor is flying to US, going to Canada to do is the one I'm doing here free through my NHS, through my health insurance that I'm working. It's free. They will check me. They will check my teeth, my tongue. They will check every of my system, free of charge. Medical checkup is a must. It's a must here. If you are working, you must present your medical checkup to know your state of health at any point in time. It's free. That I'm doing it here with all my family. It's free because of the sincerity of the leadership of the people here. So why can't we have such in that same country? But they would prefer to fly out with our own money that they have stolen to go and treat themselves and treat their wives, medical checkup in Dubai, checkup in the US, checkup in China, or wherever they fly out, they and their families. They will leave the masses, which they have stolen their money. So we should be looking at declaring a state of emergency in the power sector in Nigeria. That is the only way out. If you don't have if you don't have enough power, there is nothing you can do. There's nothing that, read my lips, nothing can happen in Nigeria not until we have a constant power supply. That is not the truth. Everything will be out of the reach of the poor if you don't have a power supply. So we want a government, we want a government that will say, okay, they are going to fix our power supply holistically. Appoint 6 ministers in all the political zones and give them a marching order. If possible, make sure you bring a technocrat as Minister of Power and Steel. Power, especially. Minister of Power, just make the Ministry of Power and Electricity. Have 6 ministers in all the zones so that they can work in depth in all areas and make sure that you give them all what's required. And I can assure you, in the next 8 years, Nigeria will be great. We'll be able to secure the lives and properties of people. We'll be able to provide good medical facilities for the people. We'll be able to provide good education to the people. Our children now, they are home. They are working on Zoom. They are seeing themselves on, my son, all my children are in their rooms. They are seeing their mates on a Zoom classroom. They call it Google Classroom. They are seeing themselves as if they're in the class. Without power supply, can they do that? No. But because there is constant power supply, everything is easy. Everything easy. If you have constant power supply, there won't be accident much on the road. Because if I'm driving now on the highway, if they say the highway is 120 km/h, and for instance I'm overshooting more than 120 km/h, I don't need police to chase me. I don't need police to see me on the road. The camera are on the roads, watching my speedometer, looking at my car, checking the speed of my car. And what that camera will do is just to grab my plate number, and they will find me. The next day I will see a letter in my doorpost that so time your speed was 145 instead of 120, and they will give me my fine. Tomorrow I will not speed, because I know that I'm being watched all over. I'm being watched all over on the sky. I will discipline myself. I won't speed tomorrow. Understand? So nobody pursue, but that can be in place because there is a 24 hours constant power supply. For the past 4 years I've left Nigeria, light has never blinked for once. Light has never blinked. I mean blink like this for once. There's no any magic. We are all human beings. It's still the same This what is the magic? That's not magic. The best thing you can do, if you cannot do it, bring people from this country, from US, from Canada, bring them, engineers, let them be working with those 6 ministers and fix all these things. Because without power supply, there is nothing that can happen. So I will support any president that is saying is declaring a state of emergency in the power sector. Even if the president says, okay, that's going to be his achievement for 4 years, it's okay, so be it. Let's suffer for the 4 years. You will now see that we will enjoy it throughout the whole life. If you still ask me, the best country that has the best weather in the whole world is Africa. The best continent that has the best weather in the whole world is Africa, Nigeria in particular. But we are not staying there because of bad leadership. Bad leadership. Well, I've just digressed now because of it's sad. Insecurity everywhere. Let me go on and on. It was Tinubu who should have brought me here, that brought me to this talk. And I said, well, if it's going like that, if Tinubu can present his health card, his health history, that is sound, it's okay. Why not? It's a strategist. The little he did in Lagos, fine. If he can put it into place, if he doesn't allow party to override him, if he can give us a good manifesto, and we'll hold him by that manifesto. I don't have any party. Mine is the best for Nigeria. Who will bring Nigeria to the level that I am enjoying here today? That is my own concern. Who will bring Nigeria to the level that I and my family are enjoying here today? That is my concern. Either you are in PDP, either you are in APC, either you are in PRP, either you are in COA, I don't want to know. But who will do it? Who will bring Nigeria to this level that I ran away from, that I'm enjoying here? That is my own concern. Good morning, gentlemen. Let us go. Let me just take the last paper for the day, then I call it a day. Now, on this day, fresh dust over electoral bill as National Assembly resumes today. That is in Daily Trust. Let's see what they will do. Pay us for 2 million or we attack you. Terrorists right 9 Zamfara communities. Imagine. They wrote 9 communities that they should pay 24 million or they will attack them. In a country where we said we have sovereignty, in a country also we have defense, in a country also we have the armed forces, in a country also we have policing, in a country also we have security. You can see that everything is going out of hand. Oh. Still on Daily Trust, how APC Director General Lukman stepped on toes. You can read that story on the Daily Trust of today. I don't know why I said on toes. You can see that. This is a good one again. This one is coming from the 19th Daily Trust Dialogue. Theme 2023: the politics, economy, and insecurity. And this is the picture of the former head of state, General Abdul Salam Abubakar, as the chairman. And we have the royal father of the day, Alhaji Muhammad Sahad Abubakar, the Sultan of Sokoto. And we have Engineer Omai, the governor of Ebonyi State. We have Mrs. Ifeko Omojuni Okauru, the former chairman, Federal Inland Revenue. Remember that woman? And we have the governor of Kaduna State, El Rufai, Nasir El Rufai. And we have the moderator, Kadaria Ahmed. You remember her? He's the executive director, Daria Media Nigeria Limited. He's the moderator of this forum, the dialogue, the Daily Trust Dialogue. You know Kadaria, you know that lady, Kadaria. He was the one that that supported Buhari, and I felt he said he regretted their action too. So like any other of us that supported him that time, we all regretted bringing in a man that has no strength to power a great country like Nigeria. Having said that, I think we are coming to the end of this morning press review and political analysis. And with this, I will say good morning to is it good morning now from here? Good afternoon to my people over there. We have come to the end of this morning press review and political analysis. And having said that, I said I wish all of you the best. I've not left my house since yesterday, and it's time to move. If you know, you know. I have to move, go to work, to pay bills. That is it. That's what we are here for. But we thank God for life, and we thank everything. We thank the government of Canada for what they have done for we, the Africans here. To be candid with you, we thank God for giving us the level playground to showcase our prowess in all our endeavors. And we are praying for all our brothers and sisters who left behind Nigeria. We pray for good governance. We pray for good development in Nigeria. And God bless you. I sign out from here. I remain Jimmy Adekalele Joka. Bye for now.
Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. We create awareness about our place in Africa. Savannah News TV. We are distinct, we are focused, we deliver top-notch news in Savannah News TV. Equitable reporting without fear or favor. Savannah News TV. Sincere positive change to us and our environment is our aim. Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. Our CEO Prince Radekonde Oluchimi Jaffa. Savannah News TV. I'm a living witness. Keep watching Savannah News TV. Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV.